Good morning everyone, it's me AG. It is another beautiful day in Athens, Greece. And firstly, we are on our way to the Acropolis Museum. Then we're gonna go for lunch. Then gonna explore the beautiful and grand Acropolis complex. Then head out for dinner. I'm sure it's gonna be a fun day full of amazing sights and food. Let's go. Okay, cool. So admission is €5 for adults, then €3 for students like us. So bring your student ID if you are a student. So here we are in the Acropolis Museum, and rather contrastingly to the Acropolis itself, the museum is in a very, very modern building. The Acropolis, yes, it is very nice. Like I really love the open space. Like it's just a stark contrast to how ancient everything is here. The Acropolis Museum actually used to be on the Acropolis, on the top of the Acropolis with the Acropolis complex, but they moved here a few years ago. It's just a beautiful building. It was also recommended by a lot of guides online to do the Acropolis Museum first to learn about the history of the Acropolis before going to the Acropolis complex. So that's what we're doing now. There is also a prescribed route to how you visit the Acropolis Museum, as we just found out because we tried to go the other way. But I noticed once I started reading the info boards, they were going backwards chronologically. I was like, wait, we're meant to go the other way, aren't we? So we're just gonna do it the right way. But there's some info boards to let you know anyway, so it'll be pretty easy to find out. Yes.
We just tried to avoid the tour groups.
Yeah.
Why? But
It was like, oh, this route is empty. It's like, oh, no wonder it's empty because it's in chronological order and no one's been here yet. So we're just having a little coffee break here at the Acropolis Museum Cafe, but the exhibits have been amazing and breathtaking so far. Everything is just so ancient. I thought everything in Rome was old, but this is even more old. Thousands, hundreds or thousands years older. It's just so fascinating. I'm learning so much about the history of Athens, the history of the Parthenon. But first, just a little coffee break. Gotta get myself a Greek coffee, double Greek coffee, because a single is not enough for me. Oh yeah, that's a really unique coffee. I'm just gonna finish off this coffee, then we're just gonna head back and finish off the rest of the museum. So that was a very fascinating visit to the Acropolis Museum. Just how ancient and fascinating all the sculptures and artifacts were. Very fascinating. I highly recommend you go there before the Acropolis just so you can get a background and history of the place. For now, we're just gonna walk. We're gonna walk to a place that's very near the Acropolis Museum. It's just around the block. I think it's a traditional Greek taverna. It's called Kati Allo. Hope it's good.
Rick Steves.
Alright friends, welcome to Kati Allo. Just like a lot of Greek tavernas, you pick and choose the menu items up front. It's got a counter. It's got a karinderya style experience for you Filipinos out there if you guys get that reference. So we got a couple of dishes and the waitress has been so kind. She's so happy and gleeful. I really love how she serves us. This just feels like a very home style Greek tavern. I'm very excited for the food. Alright, we've been getting house wine all the time. This time it's a red wine. Ooh, very nice. Not extra. Ooh, quite grapey. Well.
He just described the red wine as grapey.
Yeah, I was like, wow, grapey. Alright, starting off with our Greek salad. Our first Greek salad here in Greece. Fun fact, I used to work for this grocery called New World, and they had these like ready-made salads, and my favorite salad to borrow was the Greek salad. I just love the combination of the veggies and the feta and the olives. That's just my favorite salad combo. Okay, gonna get some of every element, some feta, some crumbly feta, some cucumbers, some very chunky tomatoes. I saw the grandma cutting up the tomatoes, they're very big, and some red onion. Oh yeah, that's just so gloriously refreshing. Yes. What I love about Greek salad as well, like in my opinion, it doesn't need a lot of dressing, just because of the acidity and brininess of the the feta, the olives, and the red onion as well. Like that's where like most of the flavor comes from already. The tomatoes are very juicy, and the cucumbers are so refreshing. This is a nice salad. All right, we got a few dishes to share among us. We got some pork, some crepes, some moussaka, some rolled chicken, some fish soup, among others, and a stuffed zucchini. Very nice. I'm gonna start with this spinach and feta crepe. Very interesting. That crepe is very spongy, and you know you can never go wrong with spinach and feta. Oh man, that's just comforting. Next up is this moussaka. It's got eggplant, it's got potatoes, it's got mince and a bechamel sauce. Slicing into this moussaka, this eggplanty layer of the beautiful eggplanty mince cheese bechamel sauce layers of this glorious moussaka. Home cooked goodness, yeah. Let's take a bite. Oh, that's just so comforting. That bechamel sauce is so velvety and creamy. The eggplant, I really love eggplant, and the mince is it's got that meaty flavor. I mean, moussaka is a pretty classic Greek dish. It's guaranteed to just bring you comfort and joy. Very nice.
All right, I'm back, baby. Aleana, the con correspondent. So we got a fish soup, which turns out to have cod, of course, and it also comes separate with like the actual soup. So it comes like fish and then a separate plate for the soup. Yeah, it's just like a plain, simple codfish, and I'll try it by itself first. Super meaty, flaky, yet moist. I like how it's not deep fried, so it feels healthier. And it also comes with like, I'll pair it off with the soup this time. So the soup comes with just like vegetables like carrots, I think spinach and some potatoes. It's a very simple but comforting soup. It has a very strong like vegetable taste, so it's not like a meaty type of soup whatsoever, but it's very nice, really delicious. I approve.
We're gonna cut into this very nicely rolled chicken. Oh, it looks nicely baked. Oh yeah. Is it stuffed with anything? I don't. Oh no, it's got some cheese in it. Served with some nice, very golden yellow potatoes. Wow. Okay, gonna try the chicken. I mean, it's a bit plain and dry, but it's like so very flavorful chicken, and it's got some oils that just to lubricate it a bit, and the potato is very nice. Not bad. Alright, gonna cut into this stuffed zucchini. Never had stuffed zucchini before. Very interesting. Ooh. Okay. It's got rice and meat. Wow. And it's already served in a bed of rice. Very interesting. It's still got some resistance to it when you cut into it, so it's not completely soft. And have that rice that it's paired with. That's not bad. The zucchini is very like refreshing. It's got that vegetal flavor. The whole dish as a whole is like very light. The meat provides some nice flavor, and paired with the rice, it's pretty good. Okay, that was some home cooked goodness here at Kati Allo. They were so kind to us, and you look at the grandmother's right there, so you know she was cooking it fresh. All very comforting Greek dishes. So now we're just gonna head back. We're gonna walk up the Acropolis Hill and explore the beautiful Acropolis. I am so excited. That's the life I want to lead. Just, you know, chilling under the shadow of the Acropolis. Yes. Goodbye, Pusheen. Alright, welcome to the Acropolis. I'm not allowed my mic, so if there's any poor audio quality issues, then I apologize in advance. The Theatre of Dionysius was one of the most prestigious Greek theaters, and it truly has the scale to match. It really strikes me how vast this used to be. It's already grand now, but it used to go from the bottom all the way to the top of the hill. Wow. Okay, still a bit of a hike away, but we're making our way up to the Acropolis. Oh, hi. Hey, girl. Oh, new bundle of joy. Yes. This is the best thing about the Acropolis, isn't it? The cats. Yep, just focusing all our attention on the cat when the Pantheon's right behind us. You guys ready for a view?
Yes.
There we go. Oh, sorry, wrong way.
Goodbye.
There it is.
Oh,
the
yeah.
ancient Acropolis. Look at it in all its majesty right here at Acropolis Hill. This was the center of ancient Greece, a true symbol of democracy, science, arts, culture, literature. This was the center of the Western world. As soon as you get to the top of the Acropolis, as soon as you get to the top of the Acropolis, it is quite obvious how strategically advantaged this position is. This was very favorable to the ancient Mycenaeans back in, like, I don't know when, like in the Neolithic era, something like, it was like the 11th century BC or 14th century BC, so a really long time ago, because of the natural springs, the high elevation, the caves, just the natural advantage of this made it a very suitable location for a city or a town. And obviously the imposing highlight of the Acropolis complex is the Parthenon, dedicated to Athena, you know, the patron goddess of Athens. That's where the name Athens came from. It is no question the Acropolis is a true feat, a true wonder of ancient architecture and engineering. Also, you may have noticed the much wider pieces of marble dotted around the temple, and that's due to the restoration efforts that's been going on for decades now. I watched a documentary, I think it was called Secrets of the Parthenon, on how it details the restoration work. And the main takeaway from that documentary is just how the Parthenon restoration remains a jigsaw puzzle, a massive jigsaw puzzle with no set of instructions. That's how painstaking and hard it has been. And also don't forget the Erechtheion down there. And the Propylaea down there. Unmissable structures, just as magnificent and beautiful as the Parthenon. So we made it down to the bottom of the Acropolis, and I think that took us nearly 3 hours. So I guess if you're taking your time going through everywhere, like the north slopes, south slopes, it'll probably take you 2.5 to 3.5 hours. But you know, if you're just rushing it, maybe you can just do it in 1.5. Also, if you do plan to visit the other archaeological sites in Athens, you get the combo pass. It's 30 euros and it's valid for 5 days. It's probably very convenient. It'll save you a lot of money. What the heck? Wow. I've never seen anything as lazy as this cat. Look at this little fluffy girl. I mean, girl. She has a fear of Gru from Despicable Me. Girl. Hey, bye. Alright friends, just a little time jump because all my batteries died and for some reason, and I had to go back to hotel to just charge one, so if it dies I'm just gonna film with the iPhone. But it is dinner time. We're just gonna walk to Monastiraki Square. I'm gonna get some gyros and kebabs and souvlaki at this legendary place called Thanasis. It's very near the central Monastiraki Square. I hope it's good. Let's eat. Welcome to the ever popular Thanasis, but Thanasis is located in a strip full of gyros and kebabs restaurants. It's a bit of an institution in the heart of Monastiraki Square. We just got some of their classic kebabs and gyros. I'm so excited for some meaty, juicy gyro heaven. Let's eat. Alright, our dishes have arrived, and let me just walk through what we've got. I'm just gonna intrude on Mom's personal space here. But this is their special kebab platter. It comes with a, look at that yogurt sauce. This yogurt sauce drenched in the whole thing, and a tomato sauce. This is their pork gyro platter. You know, I got that herbage going on, some yogurt, some tomatoes, some onions, pork. There's a pita at the bottom, but it's just buried in that mound of pork. And to myself, I just got a pork skewer gyro, classic pork skewer gyro. Let's dig in. All right, first things first, their special dish, the lamb and beef kebab. Mom already pre-cut some of it, but look how just drenched the kebabs are in that sauce. And there's some, like the poor pita is just drenched. It's just showered completely. It's taking a bath, and like some of the oils have already dripped to the bottom. Oh my goodness. Like if you leave this for a few hours, it'll just be like a yogurt oily kebab soaked pita. Oh my goodness. That's like a pita pizza. It's just drenched in that tomato sauce. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. Alright, let me just assemble this. It looks so ugly, but I know the taste is anything but. Very nice.
Ah, siya lapis na stick.
Bro.
The culprit.
That's why the cat is jumping on the table, ladies and gentlemen. It's that good. It is that good. That was a god level kebab. Wow. That's just meat heaven. Super tender, juicy, flavorful, all the expletives in the world. That pita, that sloppy Joe-like pita that's just drenched in the yogurt and tomato sauce, it's almost like comical how much sauce is drenched in. That's just magical. It's like sopped up all the juices because it's just been there for minutes. Oh my god, that's just one heavenly bite. Next up is their pork gyro platter. It's just those like pork shavings that come in the spit. On a bed of pita. There's some tomatoes, there's some tzatziki, there's some red onions. The whole shebang, basically. In the words of Mark Wiens, this is a one-biter. That's still so good. It's juicy, it's succulent, it's got that herbage going on top. That little dried herbage, very nice. It's so simple, but so effective. Oh, incredible. Alright, this is the pork skewer gyro. So it's not like the shaved pork, it's actually like wherever it may be, just like actual pork on a skewer, and it's wrapped in a gyro. It's got the fries, it's got the chili flakes, it's got whatever a gyro needs. I'm gonna compress this little boy.
Ayoko ma. Alam ko na siya, ginawa mo na dati sa Panmiro, sa Eller's Yes.
You know, whatever mood I'm in, a bite of any gyro is bound to bring a smile to my face. And this is no different. The pita is just so spongy and just quality. You got the pork, that porky goodness, and then mixed with the veggies that give it that sweet acidity and that yogurt sauce. Very nice. And of course the chips. I just love the addition of chips on the gyro. It's just carby overload. Yes. You know what I almost forgot to do? Sprinkle some chili powder to my gyro. It's like Mark Wiens with the pepper. Oh yeah, I think that's enough.
Did you see how much?
Look at that. Yes. That is an adequate, that is an optimum amount.
Ale.
30.
Okay, I take it back. It's not chili. I think it's paprika. It's still good. You know what? I'm so glad, because the only pita I knew in New Zealand was like the dank pita that you could buy in Countdown. And I was like, is this it? Is this peak pita? Is this as good as it gets? Obviously not, but like, it was so inferior to this. I was just like, okay, it can't get that much better. But the pita in Greece, it's just top tier bread. I could eat it by itself, like this, hummus and like olive oil, and you're good to go. Oh, this pita. Alright, what a meal at Thanasis. Everything was just so incredibly delicious. A true kebab and gyro institution. A vegan's haunted house, if you will. Anyway, we're just gonna get going. We might get dessert afterwards. I'm very full, but you know, there's always room for desserts, I think. Let's go. Okay, it is officially dessert time. I'm very excited. There's this place down the road, only 100 meters down the road. We are craving some delicious Greek donuts, and it's called LUKUMADES. A bit more, you know, lighter. Oh, I think this is ours. Oh, you know, I'm gonna taste this. of a very popular Greek donut place called LUKUMADES. It is located in the heart of the historic center of Athens. I've never seen it empty. Honestly, we walk past it all the time because it's like very near to our hotel. We got more of the non-traditional flavors just because I know LUKUMADES is more of a new school LUKUMADES place. It's got a lot of flavors to choose from. So I got here a bugatsa cream, which is like a custard cream of sorts. It's bugatsa is like I think one of their traditional pastries here. It's filled with a very heavy cream. And this is their pistachio praline. It's just this heavenly green goo-looking pistachio sauce that I'm very excited about. So these are very fresh out of the fryer. They're still hot because it was very near to our hotel. This is the bugatsa cream, very golden boy. Oh yeah. That's a nice, comforting donut. I really like the texture of these donuts as well. They're not greasy, they're not oily. It's very light and crispy and golden brown and spongy. It's like a little delicately fried, spongy mochi of sorts, but in a donut form filled with some delicate light custard. Very nice. Next up is just a plain donut but doused in this green ogre looking pistachio praline. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Is it praline, praline, praline? I don't know. Whatever. That one I like a lot. Since the donut isn't filled, that spongy, crispy texture is just amplified by so much more. And that pistachio praline. Oh, that's just some pistachio-y goodness. It's not too heavy, it's not too sweet, it's just right. I'm a sucker for pistachio, and this is a top-tier pistachio dessert. Athens, you really outdid yourself today. I grew up being fascinated with ancient Greece and ancient Rome, just classical antiquity. And for me to visit Rome just a week ago, and now to visit the Acropolis is truly a dream come true, a childhood dream of mine. But also you cannot forget the delicious Greek food that we ate today. We went to Kati Allo for lunch. Then for dinner, we went somewhere nearby to a legendary kebab and gyros place called Thanasis. Incredible food. Also for dessert, we went to LUKUMADES. I've always wanted to try traditional Greek donuts, and that definitely didn't disappoint. Anyway, that will do for today's video. Athens just keeps on getting better and better, and I cannot wait to explore the city more. Thank you guys for watching another one of our food and travel videos, and I will see you on the next one. 1801 to 1820.
Yeah.
So the BM in brackets. If they clap one more time, I'm gonna clap their... I was gonna say clap their cheeks. I was like, wait.
Can you just say that about children?